So essentially, Strange World, which is a new Disney film, came out in theaters. If you guys haven't heard of it or haven't seen it, it's most likely because it was promoted and marketed as a film that was specifically to promote diversity, inclusion, and equity. I don't ever remember it talking about the plot. I saw plenty of previews and like trailers for it, and I never really understood what the message was or like what the story was about. I didn't know who the characters were. Well, Brianna Wu here talks about if you thought conservatives freaked out over Lightyear, they're going to shit the bed for Strange World, which is great. So what she establishes here is that because the film is going to freak conservatives out, that's why it's good, essentially. Which, in my mind, makes you an insane person. Which makes you mentally ill. And it's the same thing that like the She-Hulk producers did with their show, right? Is they were like, well, this show is to dunk on the chuds. It's to troll the conservatives. It's like, you know, we're going to take all those fans and we're just going to fucking troll them because that's what we do. We dunk on those chuds. And people are like, yes, give me more of that because, like, I just want to see people angry. Like, that's what entertainment has become as of late. It's become this cultural movement or cultural entity that exemplifies getting one side really angry and applauding the other side. And how is that entertainment? How at all is that something that we want to watch or be entertained by? She says, the main protagonist is gay, older people don't find it remarkable, biracial marriage, almost no one is white, climate change metaphor, even the dog is disabled. This is what I have an issue with. Why is that a good thing? Why does that make the movie inherently good that there are less white people in it? That's not a movie. That's not a story. Hey, I got a great pitch for you. You ready for this? All right, here we go. It's a movie with no white people. All right. Okay, what's the plot, though? No, there's just no white people. Right, but like, tell me about some of the characters. Like, what is their motivation? They're just not white. That's their motivation. They're people of color. Yeah, okay, but like, what? You see what I'm saying here? Why is there are no white people in the film? Why is that a good thing? Also, I dare you to say that about any other race and not have it be racist. Watch this. For example, if I were to say Brianna Wu were to say there almost no one is black. Could you imagine if the tweet had said that? Oh, the movie is great. Almost no one is black. Holy shit, we would have a civil war on our hands. There would be news outlets going, Brianna Wu, the racist, blah, 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 on Twitter. But it's totally fine when almost no one is white. Climate change metaphor, of course, she loves the film because there's subtext and no nuance to a ideology that she agrees with. Because it's a metaphor that she agrees with, because it's a metaphor that's politically identifies with her stances on things. Oh, it's a great movie. Oh, which is great. Oh, this is great. I sound like Bill Burr. Oh, it's great. So today, or I think today, I forget, it really doesn't matter. She posts this and says, I want to share with you all a story on how far the conservative brain cancer has spread. This is going to be an amusing tale. The Disney movie Strange Worlds, unchecked harassment on Elon's Twitter, and these freaks and their obsession with gay people and children's movies. Really now. So this is what we call victimhood. This is what we call cry bullying. It's when you shovel a pile of shit onto the other side of a political movement or to the other side of an individual, and you go, hey, conservatives, y'all are going to be fucking angry about this movie. You better watch out because this movie's coming in hot. And then when conservatives throw the shit back over and they go, dude, I don't want this. Like, stop throwing your shit on me. Then the person throwing the initial shit, Brianna Wu, is going, these freaks are attacking me. These freaks have this brain cancer. This is mental illness. This is just straight mental illness. It's someone who has no understanding for themselves, no accountability for their words or their actions or what they say or what they do. This is someone who baits others and then cries victim once addressed for what she has said. So we'll read some of these tweets. Basically, she goes into saying that she was interested in the movie because it had a specific look. She said that this is what the movie was based off of on some of the images or whatever. Then she goes on to say, in the meanwhile, Disney fires Bob Chapek because of poor strategy and also because of his unwillingness to fight back against these conservative freaks. There you go, again, conservative freaks, turning Disney movies into a cultural war zone. Well, the last time I checked, every time that there is a film, whether it be Shang-Chi, which is just a superhero movie that has to be a triumph. You know, it is so special. It is so important for these people to see themselves up on the screen. This is a cultural moment for us. This is significant for identity and political messaging for us to do. Same thing with Eternals, right? Eternals did the same shit. We are going to have people of color, people of different genders and sexualities, someone who identifies as non-binary. We're going to have all this shit, and in the end, we're going to kill the white guy, and it's going to be great. And this is our cultural significant moment. And even Brianna Wu here, she's talking about all the different, diversity and inclusion and representation, but conservatives are the one in the cultural war zone. She also says that Bob Chapek did nothing about Rob DeSantis and his Don't Say Gay bill. He buried Lightyear, at least from what she believes, but predictably, there was no promotion for Strange World. Which, like I said, I have it on good authority that Strange World was actually much more heavily promoted than Lightyear. And then she goes, dooming it to bomb. Basically, he's destroying Disney to satisfy the conservative freak show. There you go, freaks again. With a bizarre sexual fixation on children's movies. There I am on opening night. I don't particularly go watch children's movies. Weird, because you literally just said that conservatives are the freak show that have this bizarre fixation on children's movies. So then why the fuck are you watching a children's movie if you don't have a particular fixation on, you know what I mean? The contradictions in this thread continue to just blow my mind. I noticed that Strange World has a lot of diverse representation. I know it's going to turn into the next Lightyear. I send this tweet after the movie, and a bunch of conservative nutcase media covers my tweet. Okay? That's literally just... You mention conservatives in your tweet. If you're not going to be held accountable for the things that you say, then there's no reason for you to post it. If you thought conservatives freaked out over Lightyear... And then she goes, and then a bunch of conservatives came after me. I wonder why. When you call them out specifically in your tweet saying, oh, they're going to fucking freak out about this one. And then they go, yeah, well, we have something to say about this too. And then you go, you guys are just a bunch of nutcases. Why are you attacking me? Why are you coming at me? I didn't do anything. You have no self-awareness. You have no attentiveness to your surroundings or the significance in which you play and the words that you speak or the things that you type. There's no accountability here. She's acting like she's like, I didn't really do anything. I just sent this tweet. It doesn't matter to me. She goes, so 2 things. I'm an adult. I don't have kids. You are drastically overestimating my emotional investment in Strange World. Weird, really weird when you say that you have a low emotional investment in Strange World. It seems like you loved the film, though. It seems like you have a pretty significant attachment when your tweet literally says, oh my God, it's got this. It's going to blow conservatives' minds. I cannot wait to see that. It's great. This is great. It's also got this. It's got, this couple and this person of color and this person's gay and this. It is just, it's amazing. It's culturally, it's beautiful. This is what Disney needs to do, blah, blah. But I have no emotional investment in it. None whatsoever. Once again, contradicting her own fucking statement made literally hours before. And this is constantly what we see within the comic book industry too, right? Or within Marvel movies. It's the same thing where you say, this movie is going to change lives. It's going to save lives. It's a triumph. It is a absolute masterpiece. And then when people go, hey, I didn't actually really like it. And they respond with like, whoa, dude, it doesn't really matter. Like, why are you getting so emotional about this? Jeez, it doesn't really matter. Fuck that. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. It is the most, and the reason why is because it is the most disingenuous way to interact with people possible. Bar none, hands down, the most disingenuous way of interacting with individuals. By saying, it's the best thing ever. And then someone going, well, it's not that great. And then them responding to be like, whoa, don't like, I don't have any emotional investment in this. Like, why do you care so much? Why do you care so much? Fucking disingenuous assholes. Every single one of them. Liking a film because it angers a different group of people. Or liking a show because it dunks on the chuds. Like, how is that any measure of how a film or a show should be enjoyed or liked? So, I don't know. It's beyond me. It is absolutely mind-boggling. But then again, this all comes from this individual here.